The glass slipped, and the sharp clink of ice against crystal cut through the music, the chatter, and the hollow laughter that filled the hotel ballroom. My fingers tightened around my drink as I watched Claire, my wife, tilt her head back in laughter at something her boss whispered into her ear. Then he looked at me, not a passing glance, deliberate, calculated. His smirk stretched across the room like a silent message meant only for me. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just a corporate event. It was a stage, and I had no idea if I was a guest or the punchline. Claire had been with Redwood Financial for 5 years. I used to admire her drive, the way she rose from assistant to team lead, fueled by late nights, endless calls, and last-minute meetings. At least, that's what I told myself. I trusted her. God, I trusted her. So when she invited me to this year's gala, after years of attending alone, I thought maybe she wanted me to finally step into her world. I put on my best suit, shook hands with strangers, smiled at men who didn't bother to remember my name. None of it mattered once I saw the way she looked at him. Nathan Cole, her boss, moved across the room like he owned it. Tall, impeccably groomed, carrying a confidence that wasn't taught. You inherited it. He extended a hand, smirking. "You must be Daniel," he said, smooth as glass, but with something underneath, mockery, maybe. "Yeah," I said, gripping his hand too tightly. "And you're Nathan?" Neither of us let go first. I wasn't giving him that satisfaction. Claire appeared, flushed, her smile too bright. "Honey, you met Nathan." "Oh, we've met," Nathan said, eyes locked on me. "I've heard so much about you." My chest tightened, not from the drink, but from a truth I'd been trying to ignore. He wasn't being polite. He was making it clear how the night would unfold. Blurred smiles felt like masks. Champagne was tasteless. Conversations were a haze. Every time they stood too close, every time her hand brushed his arm, it burned, obvious to me, invisible to strangers. When the speeches ended and people drifted to the dance floor, Nathan came at me again. He handed Claire a drink and said casually, "You've got a hell of a wife. She keeps this company standing. Don't know what we'd do without her." I forced a tight smile. "Yeah, I know how hard she works." His grin deepened, deliberate. "Oh, trust me, I know." It wasn't the words. It was the way he said them. The double meaning unmistakable. Claire froze. Her eyes flicked from mine to him and back. Guilt cracked across her face like lightning. I said nothing. Not there, not with everyone watching. I swallowed it and played my part, every second twisting the knife deeper. We drove home in silence, city lights blurring past windows. My grip on the wheel hurt. Claire shifted restlessly, sensing the storm. "You were quiet tonight," she said. I kept my eyes on the road. "Don't." My voice was sharper than I intended. I didn't retract it. "Don't you dare." "You think I didn't see it. The way he looked at you. The way you let him." She flinched. "It's not what you think." I laughed bitter. Hollow. That's exactly what guilty people say. We didn't speak again until I parked in the driveway. She didn't get out, just sat, tears gathering. "Please," she whispered, "don't ruin this. He's just my boss." I turned toward her, anger cooling into something heavier. "No, Claire, he's not just your boss. He's a man you've been giving pieces of yourself to while I sit at home, wondering why you're always too tired to talk to me." The silence felt like confession. She didn't deny it, didn't argue. She just sat and cried, mascara streaking her cheeks. The days that followed felt like breathing underwater. She went through motions, making coffee, asking about my day, but the space between us was vast, unbridgeable. Every forced smile twisted something inside me. Every touch felt like guilt masquerading as affection. I started putting the pieces together. Phone logs, late-night emails, a business trip 2 months ago that didn't add up. The truth unraveled faster than I was ready for. Hotel bookings, dinner reservations, and then the message that broke me. "Last night was perfect. Can't wait until it's just us." My hands shook as I read it. Anger burned, but beneath it was something worse. Hollow, aching betrayal. 3 nights later, I confronted her. She was in the kitchen, wine in hand. I dropped a stack of printed emails and receipts onto the counter. Her face drained. "Daniel," she whispered. I stepped closer, voice low, shaking. "How long?" She shook her head as if that could erase it. "How long, Claire?" Finally, a whisper. "Almost a year." "A year?" 12 months of lies. 12 months of thinking she was mine while she gave herself to someone else. My fist slammed onto the counter. Why wasn't I enough? Did you get tired of me? Tears streaked her face. It wasn't like that. He made me feel seen, appreciated. God, I don't even know anymore. Her words cut deeper than anything she could have thrown at me. She didn't even know if she loved me. The next day, I walked into Redwood Financial. No yelling, no scene. I entered the glass doors like I belonged there, a folder tucked under my arm. Security didn't stop me. Why would they? In Nathan's office, he smiled, treating it like a game. "Daniel," he said smoothly. "What do I owe the pleasure?" I dropped the folder onto his desk. Emails, photos, everything. My voice was ice. "You think you get to blow up my marriage and walk away clean? This ends here." His smirk faltered. "You do this and you'll take her down with me." I leaned in until our eyes met. She took herself down. "I'm just making sure you don't walk away smiling." I didn't ruin them that day. I let him sweat. I let Claire beg and plead, trying to piece together the ruin she'd made. Some things can be rebuilt. A month later, I filed for divorce. I left the house she loved. Took what mattered. Myself, my self-respect. The quiet knowledge that she would never again see me as a man she could deceive. Nathan didn't survive either. Redwood's board learned everything fast. Scandals ruined businesses. His corner office was empty within weeks. Sometimes late at night, I hear her voice begging me to stay. I wonder if I should have forgiven her, fought for what we had. But then I remember the gala, the smirk, the whisper, the way she looked at him like I wasn't even there. I know I made the right choice. I walked away with my pride intact. They were left with nothing but ashes.